I don't know his real name, but he was called Abu Nabil, with the security officer. I saw 4 bodies in the hallway. As I was going into the hall, they said, "Do you know your son?" I said, "No." "Do you know anybody of them?" I said, "No, they're I can't see their faces very well, so I can't identify them." In the hall, I saw a group, about 50 more, or around 50 in the hall. They took me out one more time. I saw that they left. They have now seven bodies. They asked me to identify my son in them. I said I can't, because the faces are mutilated, and they started yelling at me, and they said, "You don't know your son?" I said, "No, I can't identify him." They took me back inside. I found Barzan. He was there with interrogators. They asked me about a person and about his sons, and I told them I don't know them. They returned me, and they brought my family and those present in the hall, about 50 or 60 women and men and young. They had them out. They took me out one more time to the hallway, and I did not find the 7 bodies. They had already been taken. I saw 2 bodies in a pickup truck, and they asked me to identify my son amongst those 2 bodies. I went there and I could identify my son, and I said, "That's my son, and that's my other son." When I saw that, what are their names? When I saw this, I was pale, and I was unconscious. Mash'an took me, lifted me up, and the interrogator and the security officer was there. They brought me to the car. The car is a sedan, and I saw my family in the van, in the car, and also some other families were in the same van. It was night, and we were fasting. It was Ramadan, and it was summer. It was hot. They put us in the car at night. We arrived at the intelligence center. They put the women in one side, and the men and the young men in another side, and they put us against the wall and don't move. They asked us not to move, otherwise we would be shot. For about an hour against the wall in the situation. After that, they took us up to we climbed the stairs in the intelligence center to halls. There before, in the headquarters, I saw them before me, and I saw more in the center. On Thursday, they took, on Friday, when they took us, 145 people there, and the capacity is only 30 persons. I swear by God, I'm telling you the truth, you will find the toilets flooded. The water was extremely hot and the time was summer. This, we stayed in that place. Food was they bring us soup, or they bring us just enough to go by. People, some would sleep, some would stand up, because we couldn't sleep very well. 17 days, during which we took me 3 times for interrogation. 3 times for interrogation. I asked them, what do you want from me? They said, why don't you bring your son? I told them, I don't know where my son is. I don't know where my son is. He is in Basra. I know that he is in Basra, so I don't know where he is. How can I bring him? They told him, no, he is a wall, and they would put electricity in my body, and I would wish to die, not to be. God is my witness. Just mention your name, your son's name. The one that was killed? The one that was in the college, in the military. How about the 2 that were killed? What's the name of the son that was killed? Let him continue. During the interrogation, they would torture me. Barzan was eating grapes, and I was screaming. I'm an old man. He was there. They would take me down. They carry me. They threw me in the hole where my family is. 3 times I was tortured during those 17 days. After the 17 days, at night, about 10 o'clock, they took us outside in cars to Abu Ghraib. We got about 1 a.m. to Abu Ghraib. 1 a.m. They put us in a section that was set aside. There was no bed, nothing to sleep on. The guards would not